Hello, welcome to my channel. Thank you for sharing, and subscribing. I'm new to YouTube, so I appreciate all your help. I am up at a strange hour. It is the 20th of January, and we have a Cazimi, which is the Sun conjunct Pluto today. That's going on this morning, and then the Sun goes into Aquarius. That's kind of a big deal. The Sun moves into each sign of the zodiac about every 30 to 31 days. So we also have Pluto, which is huge, going into Aquarius also. So a lot of energy, Capricorn energy being left behind today. I am up, it is like 3 in the morning. I have not been able to sleep, and I work early this morning. I go to work at 6 o'clock. I have to be there at 6, and it's a half-hour drive. So I'm like, well, it's gonna be a long day for me. But this is the energy that we're kind of dealing with right now. Really uneasy and uneasy energy, because there's this massive shift, all these massive shifts happening. The moon is also ingressing into Gemini. And sorry about my throat, I have been sick. So anyway, I just thought I would do a reading since I'm up anyways. And it's kind of quiet in my house, so I thought I would do a reading. Sorry. I thought I would do a reading about the different energies that people are experiencing today, all the different signs. But first off, I'll do an overall energy, and then I will see what is happening for each of the zodiac signs, okay? I might add some you know what, I might go ahead and add some oracle cards tonight, or this morning. What is the main? Yeah, let's do that first. I'm kind of feeling drawn to it. So I have Queen of the Moon oracle. I have a bunch, but these are the ones I'm going to use today. The Enchanted Map oracle, and Star Code Astro cards. I have these just in case there's some love stuff going on. I'll incorporate other cards in different readings, but these are the ones I pulled out today. There must be a reason for that. So bear with me as I shuffle. Alright, what main messages want to come out from Spirit to the collective about the major shifts that are happening today with Pluto ingressing into Aquarius and the Sun ingressing into Aquarius, the Moon ingressing into Gemini. We have a Cazimi happening. That's a pretty big deal. I think that only happens 2 to 4 times a year, so that's major enlightenment. Pluto is like the very last planet, right? It's the small dwarf, but it's when all else fails, there's Pluto, guns a-blazing, ready to make everything right. It's like, nope, you didn't get it, you didn't get it, you didn't get it. All right, send Pluto. I've got to send Pluto in. So there apparently is some sort of hunger going on. This is a 29 card. Well, and how fitting, look at this, the moon. Well, we do have a full moon coming up in Leo. That might have something to do with something, but we're talking about today's energies. All right. at the bottom of the deck, we have beginnings. So, beginnings of something. All right, we have assessing. So, trying to collect information. It's like you're hungry for information. We have hunger and assessing. There's some sort of hunger. You're hungry for knowledge. And how fitting. Focus. Yeah, there's some sort of, that's what that says to me. Hungry for knowledge. You're focusing, there's like a hyper focus on something right now, and you're trying to seek information about it because you don't know enough about it. I have a feeling that there is some light that is going to be shed on whatever you are fixated on, okay? If you're feeling a little fixated on something, you can't get it out of your mind, you know, you're just, I don't want to say you're a mess, but maybe you feel like a mess, maybe you don't, I don't know. I'm going to leave those there. I'm going to go ahead and get these oracles out. There's something about going within. It's like you already have the answers that you seek, but it's a matter of you realizing it, like you knowing it. See how she's half covered in water and half in air? It's like mind over heart, mind over intuition. And then there's the butterfly there, speaking about transforming the mind, right? So there is knowledge that might be hidden from you, or you think it's hidden from you, but you already have that knowledge within you. It's just hiding. It's dormant currently. There's something that you're fixated on, and you need to use your intuition to help guide you through it, okay? So, as I say that, at the bottom of the deck is into the unknown, and she's blindfolded. And she's just using her intuition to help guide her. So let's see what the enchanted map has to say about the energies. Field of Dreams just popped out, and I'll show you in a moment. I like to let them pop out. Oh, there's one. Okay, Field of Dreams and Storm Fields. Well, that's interesting. I feel like there might be a choice. Or there might be a misconception that maybe your Field of Dreams has turned into a storm field. Like a landmine. I don't know. This one wanted to pop out. Golden Palace. Okay. Well, this is interesting. It kind of is. Okay, so here's the Field of Dreams. And they're all happy there, coming out of these eggs. Whoops. I'm kind of clumsy. They're all popping out of these eggs, like being born, and they're little fairies. And there's butterflies all around and some fairy dust. And it's just really beautiful. Oops, I don't know. It's not focusing. And then came out the storm field. Obviously, tornadic weather. This Field of Dreams is now turning into, like I said, a landmine. Like it might be a disaster right now. What you thought was lovely and gorgeous and was going to be blooming and flourish, there's some sort of wreckage that is happening currently, and that might be what your mind is on and what you're focusing on. There's something though coming in about a golden palace. It's like through this hardship and challenge manifests this golden palace. So I don't know, I'd rather be in a golden palace than a field of eggs and fairies and stuff. I don't know, maybe I'd want to be in a field with fairies. That would be kind of cool. All right. Um, so okay, so what this is saying to me is like maybe you had this dream and you thought it was like this one way, and now something about it is off, is becoming disenchanting to you. It's kind of ruining that flourishing fantasy that you had of it. Because, you know, I mean, you go from this to this, it's like some sort of fantasy you had, because this is all fantasy, fairies and stuff, right? Is crumbling because it's not real. Well, I beg to differ. I see fairies and things like that sometimes. But what I'm trying to say, the preface of the message is that this fantasy that you have of someone or something is kind of crumbling. It has to crumble though, because you cannot build a solid foundation on a faulty foundation, okay? It has to be made correctly, right? Like you have to get it all aligned, it has to be packed correctly. I mean, there can't be room for error if you want a solid foundation. If you want this golden palace, which is built on a ledge, but it's sturdy and it's stable, seemingly anyway. If you want this fantasy has to crumble. It has to be brought down in order to get to this. Nobody wants to live in a fantasy. I mean, that's just crazy. You don't want to stay in that. It's good to dream of things, and it's good to manifest and dream and fantasize about things. It is not good and healthy to stay in that, though. You need to make effort to bring that vision to life, okay? Things are not just handed to us. We can manifest opportunities, but it's up to us individually to actually grab a hold of that opportunity and do something with it, okay? So Spirit is constantly giving us opportunities. Hand over fist, opportunity, opportunity, opportunity. If you're not seeing the opportunities though, well, you need to take off the glasses you're wearing, because they're all over the place. Opportunities are everywhere. You just need to see your circumstances differently. Get a different perspective. See it through a different lens, because there's so many opportunities out there. You just have to grab it and do something with it. Here's the opportunity. Spirit's giving you it. Spirit's taking action to give you something. It's up to you to take action to do something with it, okay? I'm sure you get what I'm saying. Okay, so let's see what the Star Codes Astro Oracle has to say. There's quite a few good messages here. I feel like many of us have been living in a bubble, right? A bubble, this fantasy field of dreams, right? Something about that is crumbling. And I personally have been seeing that in my own life. So, like a crumbling of the fantasy. The intent and the drive is still there. It's just more real and raw now. It's like, oh, not like Eeyore, but on Winnie the Pooh, but it's like, it's not quite as magical as I had fantasized it to be. And I'm sure many of you can relate to that. So let's see what the messages are here in Star Code. Through this, though, through this storm field, there is like this bottom of the deck here. Oh, these want to come out. And there is this beginning coming. And that's beautiful. It's like coming out of the dark and walking into the field of dreams. It's like coming out of the dark, like this fantasy land, this confusion, this state of confusion, or this state of illusion and enchantment, right? Coming out of that and coming back into the real world. So this is Venus 5th house. Venus, and then 5th house. So, oh, I can't remember what Venus is in. I've been sick and my brain is not quite there. It's still kind of foggy. Plus, I've been up all night. So Venus is it rules Libra and Taurus. Our South Node is in Libra currently. And then 5th house is ruled by Leo, and it is the fun and creativity. So I kind of feel if you are in a partnership, okay, I'll do it for partners and for singles. If you're in a partnership, there's something about maybe having more fun together, maybe having more sex and making more love, maybe being creative in that space, in that intimate space, and maybe more adventurous with that 5th house. Maybe paint each other's bodies or something, who knows, right? Like Venus in the 5th house, there's a lot of beauty and exploration there, dating, going back on dates with one another, rekindling a spark of love with a partner maybe that you've been with a long time and have been feeling kind of like ho-hum, like just same old. Maybe you guys are both getting a little bit more creative in your heart space for one another and with one another, and more adventurous possibly. Now, if it's for singles, Venus in the 5th house would be about dating. Maybe you are about to have run into somebody, maybe when you're at like a wine, paint and wine place. I don't know what they're called, but sip and paint. And you're just painting and someone sits down next to you and this guy, he's just gorgeous and he's single and you're single and you guys are hitting it off. It's like, hey, maybe we should meet back here next week and have a conversation and keep it really light, right? And it might spark a budding new love, who knows? Or possibly maybe you're in the grocery store shopping for oranges and one falls on the floor and this handsome man or beautiful woman picks it up and is like, hey, dropped your fruit. I don't know, I'm not very good at flirting, but so I don't know, there's so many different possibilities with this. Now if it happens to be about children, because the 5th house also rules children, it can be about maybe rekindling your relationship with your children, okay? So maybe doing more fun things with your child or your children. And I don't know, there's just like so much awesomeness with this. I just feel so good. It makes me just want to smile. Like, look at these cards together. Doesn't that look lovely? Maybe someone's delivering flowers to you or something. I don't know. That just seems so fun. Okay, so what else do we have? It's something about having more fun. Having more fun with the people that you love the most. And that can be anyone, okay? Your friends, your family, your children. Any and all. And also coworkers. Why not? They're friends too, right? Okay, what else do we have for the collective? Yeah, this is going to be a little longer reading than I've been doing, but you know, as I said, I'm new to YouTube and I'm just trying to find my groove. How Stella got her groove back. Maybe I'm trying to get my groove back. Oh, maybe that's the only message that wants to come out. Oh, solar flares. Ooh, solar flares, those are activating. I bet there's many of you that are being activated, especially with what's going on today. But there have been solar flares going on this whole month, actually. So there's probably been a lot of enlightenment happening for most people. Let's see. Okay, doesn't look like anything else wants to come out. So we will move on. I love this read so far. It's going really well. Let's bring out the tarot. All right, what messages do we have for, well, let's see. Let's do each sign. Okay, we'll start with Aries. What messages do you have for Aries today with the energies, all the energy shifts that are going on? Main one being Pluto ingressing into Aquarius and the Sun ingressing into Aquarius. So what do we have for Aries? We'll just go down the line. Okay, Aries, it looks like you are expecting something. You put a manifestation out there, you are manifesting something, and it looks like something's about to come in for you. Let's see. We'll do 2 more cards, so we'll do 3 cards for every sign. What is coming in for Aries? Aries, you're waiting for something. Some news, maybe? You're waiting for, well, you're waiting for some inspiration is what you're waiting for. So we have the 3 of Wands and the Ace of Wands. So, you might be waiting for inspiration to either commit to someone or inspiration to not commit to someone, or inspiration to for stability, because the King of Pentacles is a very stable energy. He is the highest of the minor arcana for Pentacles, and Pentacles is all about the tangible, evidential world we live in. It can be about money, it can be about contracts, it can be about career. Maybe you are thinking about moving. Maybe you're thinking about uprooting. You're waiting for inspiration to move. Look at the boats in the background. Maybe you're moving to a far away country, or maybe someplace that is further than, 30 minutes away. Maybe you're moving state line, across state lines. Maybe there's several different messages here. So you could be also, so keep in mind I am reading for the collective, so there are several different possibilities for every single person, okay? So I'm just going to put a few out there, and you can take what resonates and leave what doesn't, okay? So this stable person, very grounded, stable man, woman, person, is maybe waiting for inspiration to move, maybe waiting for inspiration to travel. Maybe they're excited about some sort of travel plans that are coming up, and because they've been, look at this guy, he's just covered in weeds and grapes and vines. He's been stuck in one place for so long. How can he even get out of there? How can he get out of this? I mean, I wouldn't want to be the King of Pentacles in this depiction, because, I mean, it's not fun to be too stable. There has to be some fun, some pizzazz, right? Some excitement. This is excitement. He's probably waiting for something exciting to happen in his life. So, with this, there is some good news coming in. There is some excellent news coming in for the King of Pentacles. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, whatever. It doesn't matter really, because it just depends on all the different planets. We have so many different things going on in our chart and what's going on in the sky. Like here, Aries, this is for you though. You're expecting something and Spirit is giving it to you, okay? Whatever it is for you that you're expecting, you can be sure that it is being activated at this point, okay? So that's what I have for Aries. Now let's move on. Aries, now Taurus. So Taurus, what do we have for Taurus for this crazy shift going on today with Pluto and the Sun ingressing into Aquarius? Taurus. Let's see, Spirit. What just message do you have for Taurus? Oh, this one wants to come out. Oh, Taurus. Are you disappointed and sad about something? Oh, what happened? Taurus, what's going on? Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, all the above. What are you so sad and disappointed about? It's like you can't see what is going on here. This is the Four of Cups. Look at, he's all focused on all the cups that have spilt over, but he's not realizing that there's 2 cups still there. If he's not careful, he's gonna sit there and pout about it. He's gonna end up spilling one of the cups, and then he'll only have 1 cup. He has 2 currently. He can only hold 2. He only has 2 hands. Come on, Taurus. What's going on with you? Some sort of challenge for sure. You're disappointed, sad, regret, remorse, shame, guilt. What are they? 2 more cards for Taurus, please. I almost wanted to pop out. There it is. Oh. Is something going wrong in your home life? Disappointed, sad about? Maybe you want to come together with somebody. You want to reunite and be happy, but it's like you can't be in a space of sadness, sorrow, and dismal energy if you're wanting to be in a happy space. Like, look at the differences between these 2 energies. This is very dismal. This is very bright and happy. And the next card that came out is the Page of Wands. So there's something that happened to you in the past, okay? Something that happened to you in the past that you are still focused on. What did I say? Hyper-focused on something, right? Oh, it's like you're trying to understand that. I think that you're trying to understand what went wrong in the past. And therefore, all your attention's going towards that. But right here, you have an exciting new adventure. You could have happiness. You could have all of this joy and a new adventure with a partner. Because see, there's 2 people there that have a new beginning. This is the 1111 card. You can't you can't get to that if you're gonna be focused on what went wrong in the past, okay? So you have to start getting in the present and realizing, like, you know what happened in the past, I made some mistakes, they made some mistakes, whatever happened, okay? All of us have those stories. But whatever happened, you need to call it for what it was. If you made a mistake, own it. Say it out loud, even if you're by yourself. I did this. I'm sorry. Forgive yourself. Forgive them, okay? It was all meant to be for your highest good, to help teach you lessons. Because you can't get to this without a little bit of this, okay? Or a lot in some people's cases, right? This is the goal. And it looks like it's going to happen for you. There's some sort of conflict that you're having within yourself, though. My advice to you is start looking forward to right now and the future, okay? Stop looking at the past. The past is behind you. You can't change it. You can only change the way you see the past. You can change your perspective about it, right? That's all you can do. You can learn from the past. Let's not make the same mistakes we did, okay? Let's learn and move on in a healthy, happy way. All right, thanks, Taurus. All right, next is, what is next? Gemini. Gemini. What is going on with Gemini? Well, we are have an ingress, moon ingress in Gemini today also. So Gemini, what is the message for Gemini regarding the Pluto and Sun ingress to Aquarius? Wow. Well, Gemini, look at this. Ace of Pentacles. There's some new opportunity coming for you, something tangible. Maybe you're getting a lump sum of money. This could be an inheritance. This could be a lottery win. This could be a raise or maybe a bonus at work. This could be also what else could it be? I don't know. Let's see. Gemini. Thanks for being patient with me as I shuffle. Oh my gosh. Gemini, look at this. A wish come true. This is the Nine of Cups. You are being offered